Okay. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So we have almost done the outlines, the important aspects of what do we call paticca-samuppada, right? Today, I want to discuss something very, in a way that I think imasming sati idang hoti. Imasming sati idang hoti, imas uppada idang uppajjati. Imasming asati idang nahoti. You need to know. This is actually very, how to say, very brief, very, very brief. The doctrine of paticca-samuppada. Okay, as you all study Pali language also, imasming sati idang hoti. When this is present, that is present. When this is, that is. Very simple. When this is, that is. Right? When this is, that is. From this arising, that arises. Imassa uppada idang uppajjati. Today try to learn this, because sometimes in the questions, a question can come like this. Imasming sati idang hoti. Saupada idang uppajjati. Explain. So what is imas mean here? So that's what we have discussed last, I think, 2 to 3 weeks, at least 3 Fridays. 3 Fridays we discussed. And then the other thing, Buddha said, you must mean asati. So very simple. I think if by looking at these words, you must mean sati idang hoti. When this is, that is. You must mean asati. When this is not, that is not. You must mean asati. When this is absent. When this is absent, that is absent. When this is absent, that is absent. Ceasing this is ceasing that. Ceasing this is ceasing that. Ceasing this is ceasing that. Clear? Can you remember? But you need to remember by memory. Number 1. All phenomena are causally conditioned. Now you have to understand the word all phenomena. Right? What is phenomena? That's what you have to explain. It's basically referring to Nama Rupa. That's what in this discussion is mentioned. When this is, that is. When this is, that is. Right? Got it? Effects arises. Effects arises. Evenly independence. dependence, effects arise. Evenly in dependence on a conjunction of conditions. Clear? Right? Go through, a single cause. This little bit outline. Cannot produce, a single cause cannot produce an effect. An effect nor does a single effect arise from a single cause. Do you understand? Later we go through a bit. Right? It's very, very important just to see always multiplicity, always multiplicity of condition. Giving rise to a multiplicity of effects. You know this very brief imasming sati idang hoti. When this is, that is. Imassa uppada idang uppajjati. From this arising, that arises. Imasming asati idang nahoti. When this is not, or when this is absent, that is absent. Imassa nirodha idang nirujjati. Ceasing this is ceasing that. End of this is end of that. Cessation of this is cessation of that. So this is what the simple English translation or phenomena. They are causally conditioned. When we say When we say phenomena, you can see there are two things, natural and man-made. Natural and man-made. Take for an instance, these days, heavy rain, flood all over the world. India, China, even in Singapore, rain, many countries. So look at that flood. And Afghanistan got what? Earthquake. Do you know, is also there, Mamoru, sometimes, how do you define the act of earthquake? Earthquake is natural phenomena. It's not a man-made one. It's earth-made, right? It is earth-made. Like corona, man-made. Monkeypox, monkey-made. Chickenpox, chicken-made. Right? All sort of things. But then, earthquake, how does it take place? Have you studied, Rahul?
Yes. Due to the tectonic plates, movement between the tectonic plates.
What plate? Plastic plate or the paper plate?
Tectonic.
What is one plate moving?
The earth is not in a single piece, it made in different segment. When the different segment moves relatively, then earthquake occurs.
What does move actually? What is moving?
Earth, the segment of the earth, some segment of the earth.
Earth move due to what? Moving of what?
Relative movement. There is two layers. This one layer, they rub each other, and due to this action, earthquake occurs.
Okay. Why do these? What is the reason for this plate to move?
I don't know exactly why they move.
Then you dependent origination don't know. Okay. It's actually very interesting thing. We learned when we were very young. The earth underneath, the what is it called, underline, got what? Have you heard about lava?
Yes.
It's a very hot, and the motion of it when moved from one place to the other place, so that place become vacuum, empty. When that place become empty, that's how the earth sink. Is something like, okay, you keep this table on what is it called, stone or something. If suddenly, if this stone shakes, this table collapse, the supporting thing. So it is said that anyway, when we study geography, we learn about it. It's actually, it's referring to what? And again, the Buddha referred to what? This world is made up of Pathavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu. It's a Tejo, hot lava, because they are in motion. And sometimes what happened? This motion appear. Yeah, you have Hiroshima, right? Not Hiroshima. What is that? The mountain.
Fuji.
Fuji. What do you see in Fuji?
Crater.
No. When Fuji activate, mean what?
Lava come out.
Yes, that's what. So it's true, right? This said that. So this is actually what is the Buddha said. You look at the phenomena. When this happened, that happened. When this takes place, that takes place. Then come into the human life. That's why natural and human. When I say natural, it is referring to all those events, earthquake, rain. And when you say man, it's referring to human, man or human made. Right? So you have to see the rain, how rain takes place. That's also what. That's why you must learn those physics. Rain due to what happened. Sometimes they said what the hot sun sucked, right? The water, and then when water accumulate in the sky, it creates what clouds. When the clouds become very heavier, so it drops. So it has two things. When the cloud is there, the water is there, then suddenly what happened? Earth become hot. When this heat, what is it called, exceeds or the reach that, so eventually, so this is phenomena. Earthquake, raining, flood, even typhoon, so wind element and all those kind of things. Similarly, coming to when we say man, is referring to nama and rupa. Causally conditions. You remember, because this word, when you see the phenomena, that's very important word for you to explain. And also it teaches us what? The survival of this earth, the world. So the Buddha said, depending on everything. And even now I'm talking to you, right? I'm talking to you with the help of what? This screen, right? But this screen, it has a lot. It has electricity. It has, what is it called? The sound system. I can write on it. You can see from there. And you look at now one thing. Depending on this smaller gadget, laptop, all of you are listening to the teaching in Japan. If I don't have this gadget, right? Neither you nor me can communicate with you. So the dependent on this happen. If this is not, take for an example, if my laptop doesn't work, no more class. Even if your laptop work, but my laptop doesn't work. Even if my laptop work, your laptop doesn't work, no more. That's why nowadays in Sri Lanka, what happened? All our works are being held up. So they said what? The moment they come to the office, 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, no power. That means no more computers working all over Colombo. So totally communication dead. When communication did, what happens? So depending on that power, they are able to run. If that is not, if this is not, that is not. If no power, no more communication. So likewise, you see that everything. So that's what here, what do we think, right? Everything, right? For me, like, depends on everything else. Everything depends on everything else. I also apply always the other thing. Everyone depends on everyone else. And with this also, we have to go into this, number 3, single cause. Single cause. Can I ask a question from Mamoru, right? A simple question, eh? How do you get electricity? Right? Now in Japan, it's almost 8:30, right? So you have light, right? Bulb is bright. Okay. How do you get it? Rahul, can you tell me? What's the process of getting this light?
Currently, I think Japan produce electricity through nuclear power plant.
Is it?
Yes, nuclear power plant. In India, most of the electricity produced by the hydraulic power plant.
From where does it come?
From nuclear.
This is very lazy answer.
Basically, electricity produced due to the kinetic energy convert into electrical energy. There is a electromagnetic force EMF
Mm.
among the magnet.
Mm.
Then conductor produce the current.
Mm.
This is the science behind the electricity.
But this is not paticca-samuppada. This is just theory. You talk theory. Just a set of words. You talk IMF, this MF, that corner, that theory, that corner, this corner, all those things. Or the students write down everything and they don't know that. Okay. Sometimes you have to see that this is what, I mean, I just take one example. Today you experience light in Tokyo. Your bulb is having, what is it called? A brightness. How do you get it? It could have can go into, what is it called? Maybe Saudi. It can come even from Russia. USA, Iran, so on. Why? All these, if you have thermoelectricity, not hydro.
Thermal power plant.
No. Power plant mean what? It runs with the help of what?
Coal. Oil, coal.
Oil. Basically oil.
In India, coal is used. Coal used.
Yes, coal. Now you look at here, right? The end result is bright light. Where does it get it from? It coming from underground. Even coal from where? Coal you never pluck from the tree, right? It's coming from underground. So that's why you see, if it is coal, so it's coming from either China or India or Australia or whatever the country. So you import it, you heat it, or you get what is it called crude oil, then purify it, right? That's how it goes. You see, like today in Singapore, our electricity is essentially thermoelectric. We don't have hydropower at all coming from. But there's a new one. What is it called? That? What is the? There's a new technology, right? Japan is very popular for it.
Solar.
Solar power. They use metal plate, right? So that heat can make some. Now you look at it. So this is what they say. Number one, phenomenon, the conditioned, so many. It's not a single cause. And then from there, right there. How many people, you can imagine that how many people involved? How many involved? Uncountable. If you go through this, I say from underground all the way to oil and come all the way to Tokyo. And then where is the ending part? Is in where? Bulb. So if you really want to answer that, it may not be even accurate. From where do you get this light? I'm getting it from Saudi Arabia, getting it from what is Iran? I'm getting it from Iraq. So I'm getting it from Russia. My electricity coming from America. That's why you look at Sri Lanka today, right? Sri Lankans are totally finished. Why? No, what? Right? No fuel. So the country is in dark. No electricity, no gas, no petrol, no diesel, no kerosene, no crude oil, no purified oil or whatever. So it is in dark. See, just take Sri Lanka as example. Highly depending on what? Many things. Today all those things are. And then, have you got another answer? Two things. Number, all phenomena, natural and man, human, nama, rupa, meda, causally conditions. When you say causally conditions mean many steps and many ingredients, many involvement, many ingredients, many involvement. It's not just one person, two persons job. Asming, this is what? Look at, right? Imasming sati idang hoti. Or sometimes it appears asmin sati idang hoti. Asming asati idang hoti. So when we look at the single cause, that's another thing. I put it here for you, right? God. So Buddhism doesn't believe in that. Even people said what? If you see earthquake, God is unhappy. That means God is creating earthquake or the single cause. But Buddha said, no, it's not single cause. It's many things. Many aspects can cause that kind of disturbance. Multiplicity of conditions giving rise to multiplicity of effects. Multiplicity. So that this is what actually the message of this doctrine, right? That's that when this is present, that is, when this is not, that is not. This arises, that arises. This ceases, that ceases. Can Mr. Mamoru or Hiroko, can you all just remember like that? Very important. But with this Pali word, very important, because it may be, but this is a summary. But of course, until this, we learn 12, right? Avijja, Paccaya, Sankara, Sankara, Paccaya. We went to 12, right? Jara, Marana, Soka, Parideva, Dukkha, Domana, Supayasa, Sambhavanti. Clear? All phenomena. When you talk about human, what is called? You can put Jati, Jara, Vyadhi, Marana, birth. You can show causally conditions. And then talk also number 4, multiplicity of conditions. Can you remember? We can remember these two very good. Right? These two, can you remember? Causally conditions, condition, multiplicity of conditions. Causally, causal, that means depending on this. Multiplicity, many. Multiplicity of conditions, right? And effects. And causally conditions, that's why. Like Vicca, paccaya sankhara. Likewise. Multiplicity of conditions. You see the 12. First Buddha said 4, then come to 12, then come to 24, right? Paccayas. Or what do you call patthana? And even if you look at human, jati, you want to see here jati, birth, right? In Majjhima Nikaya. Majjhima Nikaya, middle and saying how the birth take place, right? Mother, father, Gandhabba. Union of 3 is known as birth. Mother, father, Gandhabba. 3. Unity. Cooperation of these 3. Minimum. But of course, many other factors help here. But when you talk about what is it called? Birth or embryo or kalala rupa. Kalala rupa. The earliest stage of human being, earliest stage of human being. So that's why causally, the mother is one first, father two, the karmic bija, the karma of last life, right? That is the other thing. So you need all those, right? When you have all those, only you can expect what? And even the mother is there, Book of Buddhism say you cannot. Why? Mother must be able to produce babies. She must have fertile womb. Fertile womb. Every woman has a womb, but every womb is not fertile. So there are a lot of, right? Lot of women nowadays without babies. So it is there, right? So you could see, even this lady, but no father, then how? Cannot. Even father, mother, still baby don't want to come. Baby don't like Rahul, right? Isn't it? Sometimes mother want girl, but then very unhappy boy. Rahul don't want girl, right? India, we don't want girls. We want only boy. Then girl come, then throw into the sea, right? Right. So that's what this is. We do not know sometimes. It's not under control. It may be under our control, but we also can see it's a causally condition. It is causally condition. Same thing, right? Clear? Are you comfortable with these lines now? You see, all phenomena, right, are causally conditioned. Effects arise evenly, independent on a conjunction of conditions. A single cause cannot produce an effect, nor does a single effect arise from a single cause. You see, cause and effect. Here another important message. What is it called? Cause and effect. Cause and effect. And you see, cause is what? Cause is resource. Effect, fruit. Result, outcome. Clear? And then also with this, please remember what it is. Right? You need to remember niyati vada ahetu apacaya pada samsara suddhi vada isara nimana vada if you can remember these words. Even could remember Akiriya Vada or even Uchcheda Vada. So I'm going to give you some questions today. I think diploma level I gave you, but we refer again the questions, right? Outline in brief. Paticca-samuppada is the Buddhist explication of the origination of suffering. Explain. State and explain the short formula of idha paccayata, causal genesis. Today that was our discussion. The short formula, state and explain, short. Imasming sati idang hoti, imassa uppada idang uppajjati, imasming asati idang nahoti, imassa nirodha idang nirucchati. This is short. It is called idha paccayata. Okay. Explain the term. It can be any one of the 12. Avijja, Sankhara, Vijnana, Namarupa, Salayatana, Passa, Vedana, Tanha, Upadana, Bhava, Jati. Explain the term. Then it can something like Jnana Paccaya Nama Rupam. Explain. See. Non-Buddhist theories at the time of the Buddha. What are the non-Buddhist theories? Just now I gave you, right? Niyativada, Hetu Apachyavada, Samsara Suddhivada, Issara Nimmanavada, Akiriyavada, Uchedavada. These were the non-Buddhist theories, right, of dependent origination. What did they say? Can you think of some? So next week we go through these questions, and then what's our next topic? Kamma. We didn't do the word kamma, right?
Yes.
Okay. But for all those, remember this: Niyativada, Hetu Apachyavada, Samsara Suddhivada, Issara Nimmanavada, Akiriyavada. All those again come into existence. Come into existence. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, look at here. Imasming satidang hoti, imasupadaidang upachati. Imasming asatidang no hoti, imas nirodhaidang niruchati. You must learn. This is short. The short explanation, all right, very brief way to explain doctrinally what is paticca-samuppada. And then just a simple meaning, right? All phenomena are causally conditioned. Nama rupa, natural or unnatural, right? Single cause cannot produce an effect, nor does a single effect can rise from a single cause. Multiplicity of conditions giving rise to multiplicity of effects. So that's why we give, how do we survive? Then the fourfold, the Chatvarya Satya, 12-fold paticca-samuppada, the 24 Pachyas Patthana can explain extended, right? And the questions. Clear? Okay, so thanks. Wish you all health, wealth, protection. In Japan, in Sri Lanka, India, Singapore, all over the world, may all the living beings be free from this disaster. May we all be well. Sabba papassa karanam kusalassa upasampada sachitta pariyodapanam etang buddhana sasanam.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So we
Thank
see
you very
you.
much.
Thank you very much, Bhante.
See you on Friday. Okay. Go
Yes.
through, right?